good? It's your boy Czarr, all rights reserved. Let's make this quick and simple. If you're saying that what you're saying is the truth, sir, please send me proof right now. Please send the proof. I always don't come out and show y'all what I get sent because I'd like to see the proof. Also, to the young lady that hit me up and was asking me the question, that also sent their number, hop on IG. You know my Instagram. I always call it out. Czarr.of.JASPERRA. Hit me up so we could conversate. Because what you two are saying goes together. And it's kind of strange. I got to make sure y'all ain't the same person. Because I don't even want to repeat what they're saying yet. Because I need a confirmation on that. But they're swearing it up and down. And this matched what some people were saying in the comments as I was doing my earlier production. If this is true, this clears a lot of things up. I just want to see the information. And I like to address you guys publicly. You know, I'm not giving out your name, not exposing you. I'm letting you say what you want in silence and you get to hide it. But, sir, why are you hitting me up asking me about him and all he's done? If you are who I think you are, you're right on time, actually. But just clarify and let me know who you are. I don't mind. You know, I don't call them out like crazy. I just kind of put the narrative out there to let you know what I'm working on so you understand the view. I like sharing my view with commenternation. They've been there the whole ride, and I like letting them understand what's going on. But guys, this is big because they are implicating people by name and opening up a can of worms that gives ideology behind having proof to prove something happening. And if that's the case, yo, that puts the clinch on everyone around. Yo, what's so messed up? Shout out to his dad, yo. I know, I respect what you said. And sir, I'm going to just make the rest, you know, my respectful response. I fully agree with you. But just as you want justice for that, what I'm saying to you, if you did not see the bullet as I did not, then we cannot without a shadow of a doubt say that. Because the footage, it's edited. I already proved that. Cars are there, cars are gone. Bikes are there, bikes are gone. I worked many cases dealing with this type of stuff. And I already have proven what was wrong in those situations. It's not only me. Yeah, it may be me doing this, but it's not only me. There's a lot of funny business around this. And you may have not known his friends, sir, but his friends were shady. Sir, when I say shady, I mean your son was fighting with these guys. Your son was getting money stolen. Your son was getting put in predicaments that the normal friend would not put a friend. I'm just saying that because that's what happened. This is known. So it's not cut and dry. So whereas there's no type of, it's not a conspiracy. This is reality. Okay. This is what really happened to your son. This is stuff he voiced. We followed his videos, his IG. This is stuff he voiced drama over. He had mad drama over this stuff and these people that were around, including that baby mother. She's there cuddling. There was drama with that. Mad drama. He had drama with other people over that. This is a fact. So I understand what you're saying. And the person that shot him, that's if a bullet was what ended his life. If. And I say that respectfully because there's a lot of details showing otherwise. A lot of information I have already produced when asked by authorities behind the scenes, sir. So respectfully, conspiracy is one thing, but when stuff is proven, that's another. And that's not for dealing with a person, you know, that wants justice. I understand your position, but I want everyone involved to pay. Okay? So I get your point of view, but I want everyone who was involved to pay, not just the suspects, because I can tell you right now, they were coached up. Obviously. So, in a respectful way, you would just want the people who did it to pay and not the people who paid to get him done in, if that's the case. Let's be real. That's reality. We want people to pay, everybody. Because what's messed up is if those people get away with it, they slide out with his integrity. Not only with some type of financial means, because they haven't even recovered the money. These men are rushed to jail with no money recovered. Over $50,000, sir. Over $50,000. I don't care how much it's over. I think his catalog's worth more than that. His catalog. And sir, respectfully, I'm actually communicating with the mothers of these boys. So the same way I can understand you, I can understand them saying their child did not do it. Okay? And the evidence, here's what I don't understand. I respect your opinion, but that same energy needs to be turned into looking at the people around him before he went. Did you know your son was living with a boy that stole his money, set him up in a situation for abuse where he went to jail? Did you know that? Did you know they're still walking around free, scot-free? They're free when they tortured your son, when they put him in predicament, conned him out of his money while he was living, played him, was tattletelling on him, getting him in and out. Sir, it's not just this situation. It's what they did around it while he breathed and no one did anything. No one did nothing while they were torturing him. This was torture, sir. They're telling on him, beating girls around him, supposed to be role models. They're not doing anything to inspire your son and then acting like he did it, telling on him. When he was sitting in that jail cell, sir, how many people were checking in for him? Sir, I understand, but respectfully, the mission here is not just about justice in this one situation. It's about justice all around the board. If there was someone who set him up behind the scenes, I want them too. So they need the death penalty. So if the people that did it need the death penalty, the people that set it up need to die too. That's a fact. So if we're going to say it for one, we got to say it for the other. We can't just say, oh, I want those 3 men to die. But the person who paid to have your son killed is good, with their feet up, living lovely. That makes no sense. By my opinion. My opinion. I can respect yours, but my opinion is everybody needs to pay. Let me ask you something, sir. If I went and rocked somebody, split their wig, I did that. It's not just me going down. It's everybody with me. Everybody around me. Everybody who helped me do it. It's not just one person. Now, one of these suspects are screaming that they were not alone. That it was a setup. We didn't know this. So if they're screaming that, would you not like to hear the suspect tell on everybody? Or you want him to stick with his one narrative? That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not correct. That is not the American way, sir. And I can speak as an American that the American way is if one person's in it, he gets caught, you all got to go down. That's how it works. There were so many men who just handed keys off to another guy who did a crime and killed a bunch of people. They all went to jail. It's not one person. It's not just 3 guys. That's obvious now. Now, as I was saying, he had a fight that night before. The night before. Left for the store. So magically, they show up knowing where he's at to commit this crime. But there's so much chatter around different actions and conversations by these direct friends around him. One of the alleged people living in the house with him. And I now have people hit me up with evidence on that. This is crazy. They're alleging that they were making the calls. I have officers pulling phone records now. Are you kidding me? This is not one cut dry thing. This is all around the board, man. This was a plot on a successful individual. A plot on your son's success. That's what this is about. They plotted on him. They plotted on his success. They set him up. The evidence even shows these suspects have reason to fight. The judge granted them money to investigate. Have you ever heard of that? I haven't. Have you ever heard of that? Why would they give him money to investigate deeper if it was cut and dry? Oh, these men did it. How come there's no physical evidence collected at the scene that without 100% holds these men accountable? There's a reason. It's deeper than that. Sir, I'm not just hitting it from the angle of conspiracy. Yes, I've done conspiracy with evidence that is proven. No, I don't show everything for a reason. It is legally binding to the case. That is why. Because when I show evidence, the people you are not naming run to try and cover it up. But I'm not going to name the crucial evidence. Because this evidence is going to, once they decide the connection, this evidence is going to put the nail in the coffin. It's over. So that's why I'm not naming it. Because I already see the way people are moving that aren't arrested. That is why. And you as a father, you're dope. I honestly wish he had lived his life with you. I wish he got to learn up under you. Live under you. Breathe your air to understand what it is to be a man. I want to be real, sir. If he got that, his fighting chance in life, he would have rocked life. But sadly, he was put in predicaments that most young men are not because of who he lived with. That is the fact. However we want to cut it up, dice it up, say, oh, it's whatever. That's a fact. Living with his mother, being kicked out, being forced to live with a reject. And that's a fact. He lived with a reject, learned from a reject, not just in life, but in humanity. The type of men that we kick under our feet, dust them off, throw them in jail, that's using connections to stay out of jail as long as he can and doing other things that we're not going to speak of right now. And he knows abusing young women, young girls. Come on, sir. That's a conspiracy? When I have multiple young girls calling me, telling me, show me proof they've been abused by your son's friend? Sir, politely, you could call it conspiracy, but there's not 10, 12 little girls singing the same tune and it's not true. I'm sorry. That's not possible. That's not possible, sir. And I respect your opinion. You do what you do, and I do what I do here to hold up his name and his legacy for what's right. While the friends destroy it. All rights reserved.